Dodds Furniture's The Show is brought to you by Dodds Furniture and Mattress. Now open in Nanaimo.
Hey everyone, my name is Matt Carter and welcome to episode number 51 of the show right here on Shaw TV. Yes, last episode we celebrated number 50 and now we're celebrating our second anniversary. I don't know what's up next. We'll probably celebrate producer Melissa Hall turning 26. All right, our musical guest in behind us right now, BJ Estes. He's a stellar singer, songwriter, performer, and a great rec hockey player as well. Originally from Terrace, now down here in Nanaimo. And I'll be talking to him about his music and hear some of that golden voice of his later on this hour.
Go Leafs, go!
Usually I would quit the show at this point, but as a professional, I'm going to keep moving on. Also on the show this week, forget about going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We're going to go loopy for sushi. Brian Suviyama is here, and he's teaming up with sushi artist and chef Sam Cho to learn about how you can roll your own. And of course, I am talking about sushi. On the very happy, cheerful topic of death, or at least make-believe death, Lorraine Jensen will be here speaking on with event specialist Carolyn Susie and Ken Thompson about how to organize a murder mystery party. Right, Freddy? All right, good food is, of course, meant for sharing, and Bob Fenty is going to here to look at a Nanaimo SoupShare program, along with Alana Carroll from Leadership Vancouver Island and Crystal Dennison from the Nanaimo Food Share. Now, what do you know about hypnosis? What do you know about hypnosis? What do you know about obviously, I don't know much about it, so instead we're going to bring Anna Bosa in to meet with the consulting hypnotist, Inez Simpson. Dope! Now, Andrew Roberts has been seen around town lately wearing nothing but a helmet and spandex, so I hope what that means is Bike to Work Week is coming up very soon. I think that is the case indeed. Lorraine Jensen will find out more about the event with spokesperson Deborah Beck. Well, they won't boo the Leafs jersey, but they'll boo that. And finally, Merv Unger will be speaking with Ron Hopper of the Empire Day Society, as well as be kicking things off with a segment on Drinking Water Week, which is probably a good thing to coincide with Bike to Work Week, really, coming up next. Again, so grab your H2O and it's time to go. It's the show right here on Shaw TV.
Well, you open the tap, out comes the water, and you get some of the finest drinking water anywhere in the world. Well, it's not quite that easy. It has to come from somewhere. Before it gets to your tap, it comes from various areas, and that's what we're going to talk about today. With me is Dawn Keim. She's the Watershed Protection Coordinator for the Nanaimo Regional District, and you've got some special events coming up.
Yeah, that's right. So we have Drinking Water Week, which is May 20th to 26th. And it's really just a week to focus on water and celebrate water and get people thinking about water and from the source to the tap and then where it goes from there. We have a couple events that the Regional District of Nanaimo is hosting, and we've got a photo competition coming up. So entries have to be in by the 10th of May, and we also have a coloring contest or a poster competition, pardon me, for elementary school students, and that's also for May 10th. They can be submitted on our website at watersmart.bc.ca.
And what type of pictures would you be looking for in the photo contest?
Yeah, so I guess the theme there is how we enjoy, protect, and respect our drinking water. So
they don't necessarily have to go to the sources to take pictures of it.
As they like.
And you mentioned some videos being shot as well. So tell us about that.
That's right. So airing during Drinking Water Week, we're going to be, or there's going to be a series of clips that from Lantzville, Qualicum Beach, Nanaimo, and the Regional District of Nanaimo that is going to take the public through the processes involved in supplying the drinking water, so where it comes from. So some really great footage of the reservoirs and groundwater aquifers, and yeah, really.
And hopefully you'll be able to see all of these clips here on Shaw TV, so keep your eyes open for them when they come up. You mentioned the water sources now. the city of Nanaimo has a different source than, for instance, Parksville, Qualicum, and Lancefield, and so on. What is the city? Where did the city get its water?
Right. So if you just take a step back and you look at the regional district overall, approximately or just over 50% of the water for the regional district is supplied by surface water, so reservoirs. If you look at the city of Nanaimo, for instance, that comes from 2 reservoirs, and that feeds about 90,000, a population of 90,000. And then you have just under 50% of the population of the regional district of Nanaimo that gets their water from groundwater, so groundwater aquifers.
And from the groundwater, it does need protection because some of them are starting to run a little on the dry side at certain parts of the season.
Yeah, and that's the really important key actually is and this ties in, is the conservation and the protection, because groundwater, like surface water, is subject to seasonal variation. So in the summer, which happens to be the high consumption time for users, gardening and car washing, but it's also the time when groundwater stores and surface water stores aren't replenishing.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, if we didn't have the water for the gardens in summer and car washing, try to avoid that, but that happens. So anyway, that'll be very interesting events coming up. And as for things coming up, we're talking about drinking. Well, Brian is planning on eating right now, and he's making sushi for us.
And I'm with me today, I have Sam Cho, local sushi food artist. Sam's been in operation at 2 restaurants in town. Tomo for about 6 years, and Umai just recently in the last month. So Sam, what are we going to do today? We're going to show us how to make sushi at home?
Yes. I'm going to show you how to make a California rolls and a Japanese hand temaki, corn.
Yes.
And then basic some nigiri sushi at home when you invite some nice friends or guests to your house. So easy go. Don't worry about how to make it. I show you step by step.
Okay.
Okay. So Mr. Brian, I give you 1 rice balls.
Okay.
And then I have 1 rice ball here.
Sure.
I starting with a little bit clean hands. Okay. So rice with a little bit sushi seaweed. We can spread covered on rice. So you can go slowly.
All right. And we're spreading this rice, which has already been treated with sugar.
Yeah. Japanese vinegar, rice vinegar.
Yes.
And some Japanese mirin, some secret my love. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And usually it's a little warmer than this.
Usually a little bit warm, yes.
Okay.
Japanese chef believe rice body temperature is the perfect, 36 degrees Celsius. And then fish around 7 degrees Celsius. It's a meat together, make the best taste.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go wash my hands
Okay,
a
I
bit.
can help you here a little bit. Okay. So we basically done spread the rice, and then you can have the sushi mat.
Yes.
You can buy easy at the grocery. I wrap it by the saran wrap to make it easy.
Yes.
And here, all local ingredient, avocado, cucumber, and stick you can get from grocery store. We try display on the center, and I display.
Okay.
How about avocado?
We'll put pieces
It's
of avocado
fresh,
in here.
yes.
Good.
And then, good here too.
So and a little bit of
this cucumber from Port Alberni. It's
Port Alberni cucumber.
Yeah, that's right.
Locally grown.
Vancouver Island. So are you ready?
Yes.
So we display, hold. You can little bit and
yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
We can hold it. Ingredient.
Yes.
You can meet the end over around the corner, ready to the edge.
Just a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So you can tie it up.
Yeah.
Right on. And then one more folding.
Okay.
And then we can little bit squeeze, not too much, a little bit soft. Then open up. There we go. Your first California roll is done. And this is a very sharp knife, so I'm not gonna let you cut.
Okay, I'll let you do that.
Cut. Sure, yeah. Cut it off. And then usually you can cut a 6 piece, one side. For the kids, 8 piece, the other side.
Okay.
And then let's open to make a nice color over here. and then to display to the another display.
Beautifully presented.
Over here. How's that?
Okay, wonderful.
Good. So, how about next?
Okay.
I show how to make a cone at home. Easily, little rice balls.
Okay.
Maybe bigger than Timbits, you know.
A little bigger than a Timbit size.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you can put a little bit spread around this corner.
Okay, the upper corner here.
Yeah. This is a hand cone, so we're gonna use the left hands. Are you right hands? Okay.
I'm usually right-handed, but I can use the left hand.
All right.
All right.
So, put over here.
Okay.
At home, exactly one by one. It's a center line is go to the 45 degree.
Okay.
Let's make a crab cone
Okay.
with the avocado. So I give you crab
Okay.
and avocado. It's a fresh
Okay.
cucumber, and
All
then
right.
I gotta put cucumber. So the end of the seaweed, meet right below the edge line. You
Yeah.
can go already. So slowly hold it, let it go. You know, slowly.
Yes.
And then pinch over the rice.
Pinch your
Make a
rice.
sticky here.
To hold it in here.
Yes. Then
Okay.
corn is
Ready.
done deal.
Good.
Right.
Wonderful.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
Thank you.
So another one is a little bit complicated one.
Well,
So-
can we get to that the next section?
Sure, why not?
I think, and we'll talk about that and presentation. When we get
Okay.
back, let's head to Lorraine with her guests.
Right on.
That is amazing. Holy. And you know, I haven't had dinner yet. But before we get back to Brian and his guest, I would like to introduce my guests. My guest this evening is Ken Thompson and Carolyn Susi, and they are here this evening to talk about a murder mystery coming up in Nanaimo at Unity Church. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Ken, you're coordinating this event. It's a murder mystery. Tell us what a murder mystery is.
Oh, a murder mystery is a really fun evening where a bunch of people get together, either choose parts or just come dressed up in their funnest outfits and just have fun. And during the course of the evening, somebody unfortunately gets done in. And the rest of the evening is spent trying to figure out who did it, who did the dastardly deed.
So it's like watching Castle in real life.
Pretty much, yeah.
Great. And there's a theme to this event?
Yeah, the theme, it's done at a tropical exotic resort. So it'll be a beachy type theme, so anything beachy would work for sure.
And along with the beachy type thing comes some pretty fabulous props that
Yes.
Carolyn here has put together. What are you doing for the event, Carolyn?
Well, we've completely wrapped the room with about 5 murals depicting backdrops like beach, jungle, as well as an exploding volcano.
Wow.
We've also got 6 12-feet palm trees, about 8 tiki masks, and a tiki hut full of raffia to sort of create the ambiance.
And I've seen your work before. I know it's fabulous.
Thank you.
Great. So if I were coming to this event, I would dress up then as a tacky tourist?
Tacky tourists.
And so it should be easy for you. What, do you have a role in this event?
I do. I'm actually Coconut Joe, and I'm very well off, and I like to flaunt it. So I'll be wearing my finery, my best Hawaii shirt, and I'll be looking sharp.
Well, I know Ken, that means he'll be looking sharp. So what else is going to happen at this event? How many people are going to be there?
We're going to have around 100 people, for sure.
Wow.
I'm counting on it. And we're going to have a limbo contest and a hula contest. We're going to have somebody teaching us a few of the hula moves, so it should be a lot of fun.
Oh, maybe I'm not busy that night. Who
I hope you
knows?
can make it.
So hula,
Limbo.
limbo. Is there refreshments or food?
Yeah, there'll be alcohol there, and the food is going to be fabulous. Actually, we're going to have barbecued salmon, oysters in the half shell, tropical salads and punches, and oh, getting hungry just thinking about it.
No sushi though.
No sushi, no.
It's not really tropical, is it?
No, I don't.
What about birds and things like that? Are you going to have any kinds of?
I do have plans. Actually, they're in the palm trees. There's going to be some parrots.
See? So it's going to be at Unity Church.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so how much is a ticket to this event?
Tickets are $40 each, or 2 for $75.
Oh, and so you'll be going, and you're going to be going.
Yes.
And so is this, it's a fundraiser for Unity Church?
It is, yeah.
And apparently, so I think I heard you say before that 40% of their income comes from
these fundraisers, yeah. So it's really big for our church to keep things rolling for us.
And you've been a member of this church for how long?
Oh, 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time. I know that we met a long time ago around that time.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. So what else can you tell me about this event?
Well, if you want to be completely immersed and get out of the rainy weather, come to this event because you're going to feel like you're in the tropics, literally. The music, the food, the ambiance is going to transport you to a tropical paradise.
Tell me about the music.
Well, I've taped a bunch of music, so it's going to be the Beach Boys, beachy stuff, you know, and then some hula music and all that, so it's going to be really good. It's so much fun when people are in costume, you know, we always seem to have so much more fun and just letting go. And there's going to be some characters that are they're kind of told what costumes to wear. And then there's just people that are just going to come as tacky tourists and just have fun with it.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Fabulous. It sounds like an awful lot of fun. And I've been to some of those events before and I've always had a great time there. So if I want a ticket, I'm going to contact Ken at, give me the number because I left mine over there.
816-8674, or they can call Unity Church as well, 591-0775.
Great. And that is at Unity Church on East Wellington Road.
Yeah, 2325 East Wellington.
Okay, you've got all the answers.
I do.
Okay, thank you very much. So if you'd like a ticket, contact those people. And thank you, you two. It's going to be a blast. I know it will be.
Thank you.
And now back to Brian to see some more artistry and sushi.
Thanks, Lorraine. And we're going to do something that people think normally about. Sam, this is some of the fresh ingredients. The shrimp is cooked, but we have the raw fish. And this is what people traditionally think about as sushi.
Yeah, that's right.
And this is a nigiri roll.
That's a nigiri means in Japanese grab the rice. So
Yes.
basically, I show you the Japanese how to grab the rice, pressing the rice, and then you can grab it in the hands and then display like this. But
Okay.
at home, like Brian, you can make a little bit squeeze the rice.
Yeah.
It's still good, you know. And then you can display the fish on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
just
You can a little
wrap-
bit press down.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother any taste, any freshness. Then we can display on the dishes.
And presentation is
That's
all
right.
about that.
Yeah.
Good.
So-
Wonderful.
Yeah, some professional Japanese chef using, this is lotus roots for
Lotus
decoration.
roots, okay.
Yeah. And then some flowers. We have some flowers.
Those are made with carrots, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. And then, something, previously cutting something at home. But basically at home, you cannot do this, but you can still making nice nigiri by hands,
Okay.
Squeeze.
And the other way is certainly to split the shrimp
Yep.
and
This is
butterfly it.
butterfly, yeah. Make us rice, a little bit squeezing,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and then display on top, just like this.
I'm just going to look at the ones we just had
Yeah.
earlier.
Earlier, so
Tamaki
we made
cones,
it,
yeah.
And then it's just still fresh. You can decoration from the dishes. You don't need all of them, but a few for customers or guests. So still making good presentation just like this.
And as you said before, local ingredients, local fish.
Yeah, from Bowser, from Port Alberni,
Port Alberni.
Sakai, yes.
Good.
And then just the soy sauce add on, enjoy the meal.
Wonderful.
So-
Once again, this is courtesy Sam Cho, who is our local sushi food artist. Operates both Tomo Sushi on Bowen Road and at Northtown Center, the new Umai Sushi
Umai
restaurant.
sushi, yes.
Well, that's a wonderful display. I'm sure our staff are just waiting to get into it. So let's dig in a little later. Let's head to Bob, I should say, and his guests.
Hi, Brian. Yeah, it's Big Bad Bob is here with, today we welcome Alana Carroll from the Vancouver Island leadership team and Crystal Dennison, who's the CEO of Nanaimo SoupShare, and we're going to talk about some really yummy stuff, about some soup and about SoupShare. But before we do that, though, welcome Alana and Crystal to the show. Glad to have you here.
Thanks for
Alana,
having
first
us.
tell us a little bit about the Vancouver Island Leadership Program, if you will.
So basically, it's a leadership program that helps develop leadership skills personally and professionally. It's based around inside-out leadership, which is leading self, then leading others, and leading the community. So the program is basically, you have monthly leadership days. These days, they have various experts and community leaders come in to discuss different topics on leadership. And then another main component of the program is leadership project, which that's what we're here to talk about today is my team.
How did you happen then to key in with Nanaimo SoupShare?
One of my team members, Melissa Townsend, she works for VIU for food services, and she's very passionate about food and food sustainability. And so Crystal's also a leadership Vancouver Island alumni. So
Oh, you were as well?
Yeah, I was involved in the program several years ago.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So now, reading some of the information that you provided, there was a mishap some time back, about 29 liters of wonderful soup that was going to go astray.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened there.
Yeah, it's actually a funny
That
story.
was neat.
It was, we had an opportunity to cater for a film festival, and so we were all making homemade soup, local. Our organization is all about local food, healthy food, providing food access. And so our chef made all this soup, and last minute the event got canceled. They didn't need the soup from us, and so we had all this homemade amazing soup. And so I basically put a post out on Facebook and through our Twitter account, social media, and it just saying, you know, $5 a liter. It was scooped up like that, just like that.
So now Alana's team got together with you, and how did that union happen between you and developing the program?
Well, we were approached by the leadership team, and they asked us to suggest some ideas where we could use some support and help in developing a program idea or whatever. And so in our discussions, I had told the story about what this had happened, about how it had happened, and that we had considered developing a soup program utilizing local produce, training people in food preparation, having people access healthy food. And it really fit with what their belief was. Yeah, and so we talked about how they could support us in doing a feasibility study, whether it was worth developing this program.
So the end result now is, my understanding is, if we sell 5 or 6 liters of soup, or more than that, at $5 a liter, then there's going to be some money left over for needy people as well?
Well, how it's set up is that we will do a training program. So we have people that come into the kitchen, and with the support of our chef, they actually prepare the soup, and it's for sale to the public. It's $5 per 700 milliliters of soup, actually. It's all made fresh, and that's correct. Proceeds go back into our own programs, as well as donating some soup back to the community service groups.
How are we going to get the word out about this program? I think that's a great program.
Well, coming on Shaw, that helps. Just getting the awareness out there about Nanaimo SoupShare and the ton of programs that they do have. And you can check out Nanaimo SoupShare's website, nanaimosouppshare.ca.
So as far as repeat orders, how are we going to get repeat orders? You're talking about large, like Shaw as an example, has a lot of employees. Yeah. They could pick up the phone and say, send me down 40 liters of soup.
Well, what we're hoping to do actually is to partner with businesses that have, you know, lots of people at the sites, and they can actually contact us and arrange that if they have bulk orders, we can deliver it. For individuals, they can come by the office Monday to Friday between 10 and 2 and pick it up. There's soup available right now. There's 4 different flavors available. It was all made fresh and frozen.
Every day we're going to have some special soup.
Yeah.
That's wow. Well, Anna Crystal, thank you so much for being with us today and talking about this wonderful program. And I think we're going to see the soup fly off the pot and into people's needy tummies. So great. Thank you very much for being with us today. And now I think we're going to go over to BJ Estes, he's going to be looking for some soup, I think, too, because he's got a long, long way around. The song from PJ. There you go, PJ, back to you.
I'm a long, long way away from where I started out. Just a little boy who never had a doubt that the world is changing every single day. How long could I keep up? How long would I stay around, around, around? Ooh. It's a long, long way around. It's a long, long way around. 'Cause you can't go up and over, no four-leaf clover will get you to the top. It's a long, long way around. Had a lovely home and a lovely family. Words cannot express the tragedies I've seen. Oh, was a wild boy who lived a simple life. One day he's here, the next he's in the sky. Oh, why? Oh, why? It's a long, long way around. It's a long, long way around. 'Cause you can't go up and over, no four-leaf clover will get you to the top. It's a long, long way around. One step at a time, you gotta take one step at a time. Oh, one step at a time. Oh, one step at a time. It's a long, long way around. It's a long, long way around. 'Cause you can't go up and over, no four-leaf clover will get you to the top. It's a long, long way around.
All right, BJ Estes, the song Long, Long Way Around. Nice job, my man. Thanks. All right, we'll be back to talk with BJ a little bit later on, have some more music. Like I said in the intro, I told you he has a golden throat, golden voice, beautiful stuff. We also got stories coming up on the show on hypnosis, Nanaimo's Empire Days, and Bike to Work Week. But before I continue, it's time for a rare public service announcement. I have to remind everyone watching that, of course, coming up on Sunday, May 12th is Mother's Day. So yes, you should be using every essence of your being to celebrate your mom there, coming up on Sunday, May 12th. And just a little information, the history of Mother's Day actually goes way back in time, and actually the ancient Greeks and Romans. They celebrated a lot of the goddess mother figures there. Also, back in the 1600s in England, there was a holiday called Mothering Sunday that was created for people to take a day off of work, visit during Lent, to visit their families and also their hometown churches. But the direct link toward Mother's Day actually starts in the United States back in the 19th century, as there was a number of mothers groups who took up anti-war protests and community activism. And basically support grew to recognize those mothers groups who did that, and that sort of led toward the regular Mother's Day that we know now, which actually became an official holiday in Canada back in 1915. So there you go, a little bit of a history there for you. So big up to all the moms, happy Mother's Day to listening and watching at home. All right, now it is time to move forward to Anna Bosa, where she'll put a spell on you because you... Hypnotize myself a bit. Yes, no, we're getting hypnotism right now. Anna, I'm going to have a break, so I'm going to send it over to you. Whoa.
Thank you, Matt. I think I am in a spell after hearing you sing like that. Thank you so much. Now, today I'm here with Inez Simpson. Welcome, Inez. I'm so happy you're here with us tonight. And you are a hypnotist, which is awesome. And I think that's actually something that every mother should know for Mother's Day on what to do. She's going to have some tips tonight, so it'll be a great Mother's Day. Now, one thing that you did do recently, it was last year actually.
Yes, last year.
Last year. Inez is the winner of the prestigious the prestigious Hallmark Award. And can you tell us a little bit about this award?
Well, the Hallmark Award is presented at a convention in Boston. Every year, the National Guild of Hypnotists, which is the largest hypnosis body in the world, has a convention there, and I've been on their faculty since about 2005. So imagine 2,500 hypnotists getting together for a convention.
That's a lot.
It's pretty intense.
I bet.
But at the end of the convention, they all vote for different things, and I got voted best instructor for that year.
Oh,
so
excellent, from your peers.
Yeah, from my peers. So that's a really important award for me, because if it had been handed in by the powers that be or whatever, well, you always sort of think there's a little bit of politics involved or whatever, but this was definitely voted, and so international award for best instructor in hypnosis. So
which is even better instructor.
Yeah. Well, I love it because what I do is I live in Parksville. I teach hypnosis. I also have where I work with clients. And I also teach advanced hypnosis to hypnotists around the States and Canada.
That's amazing.
So
now, is this are you teaching the Simpson Protocol? Is that what you're teaching?
Yeah, it's called the Simpson Protocol. It's nothing like tooting your own horn, isn't it? But as I started to teach what I do is I teach people to go into very deep states of hypnosis.
Right.
In the 1800s, there was a doctor called Esdale, and there was before ether or any of those things, and he worked in a Calcutta prison. Right. So conditions weren't the best. They're not good now, so they'd be worse then.
Even worse.
And so when he had to do amputations and all that kind of stuff, there was nothing. And people died mostly, right? Yes. So he had a 50% higher rate of people living, which was in the 1800s was incredible. But it took him 12 days to get people, 10 to 12 days.
That's a long time.
Yeah. And they also had a belief system, right? Because they're Indian, they had a little bit open belief system. So it was what they called mesmerism. It was a pre-hypnosis sort of thing. It was all energetic mesmerism that he took them in. So when vaudeville came, the hypnotists were going around doing stage shows.
They were,
and they'd get in trouble. They'd go to the Huskow because they'd put somebody in hypnosis and they'd naturally drop into that deep state. Right. So people thought they were stuck there. Oh my God, but they didn't get stuck there. It feels so good they didn't want to come out right away.
Yep.
So the guy, they'd say, they'd take the guy off to the jail, and then the people would come out when they felt like it.
Oh, they were all locked up.
So along comes Dave Ellman in the 50s, and he decides he better figure this out because he can't have this happening. So he's in vaudeville and all this sort of stuff. So he figures out how to get people into the state and how to get them out of the state when he wants them to come out, not just on their own terms. Because hypnosis, everything is consentence on their terms.
Right.
People don't realize that. So at that time, he figures out how to do it, but they don't know what to use it for, except they use it for surgery, obviously.
Which is amazing. You were telling me about that.
You can stop the bleeding in the body. You can do everything. The mind just does it all for them.
That's
incredible. You can tell them, you can, let's say they were extracting a tooth, you could say it'll bleed till it's clean and it'll stop.
And that's it.
And that's it.
And they won't feel it.
No. And what happens then, but that's all we knew what to do it for.
Right.
So I'm very analytical. I wanted to get past my own critical factor, because what hypnosis is the bypass of the critical factor of your conscious mind.
Right.
That's that little voice, that one? The one that yaps at you? That one?
Now, would you be able to, I'd like to go into hypnosis.
Yeah.
So
well,
could we do that right now?
Yeah, sure, right now if you like.
Okay, yes, why
now,
don't we?
You go into hypnosis every day by yourself.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So you're going to do it real quick, right?
Okay,
And we're not going to do, we had a lot of time here, so I'm not going to do a lot of stuff.
No, we don't.
We're just going to get you to go in.
And we did a little preliminary earlier as well.
So let's do it. You want to stand up?
Yeah. Sure.
The reason I'm going to get her to stand up is just because there's two different types of people. The people that are extroverts, like me, if you see me go into hypnosis, it's just like this. Right? You'll know right away I'm in hypnosis, or otherwise I'm faking it or whatever. You'll think something. But there's other people who are much more, not that they're totally introverts, but their body will be, they're not going to be the life of the party, dancing on the tables and stuff. So I think she's one of those.
Dancing on the demo counter.
Just from meeting her, she's not going to be one of those people that does this. But she will go into hypnosis and she'll tell you.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to get her permission, because it's a consent state.
Okay.
She won't go into hypnosis unless she wants to. So I'm gonna, you want to go in hypnosis?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I'm just gonna snap my fingers in front of your eyes like that. When I do, just let your eyes snap shut.
Okay.
And your mind will know where to go because you go into hypnosis every day.
Okay.
By yourself. All right, ready? And that's it. Now, no help. She's nice and relaxed, right? So now we're just gonna get her to go a little deeper. And I'm rocking her a little bit because I'm gonna try and cover kinesthetic, auditory, she's listening to me, and visual, she has an imagination. So I'm just gonna get her to pretend she's gonna go downward a little bit, down some stairs. From 10 down to 1, just, you can run down the stairs because we don't have a lot of time. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. And she's talking because she's totally in hypnosis, right? Doesn't matter. You can talk better, you can hear better, you can do everything better in hypnosis, and I mean everything.
I like
We'll
that.
go any further about that. So now I'm just going to get her to go to the beach in her imagination. So we're going to deepen her some more. So as you go in, just write your name at the edge of the water, right at the beach. And the best, she's very obviously kinesthetic a little. She writes it with her finger. So as the tide comes in, it brings in more calm and it takes out more tension. And you'll just feel better all the time. And as it comes in, it brings in more calm, takes out more tension. And soon, the name's covered by the water and it's gone. Just let me know when that happens.
It's covered.
Okay, good. So now it's covered, and I'm going to get her to go a little bit deeper still. So we're going to go from here, which we're going to call level A, and we're going to go to B to double it. So I'm just going to ask your mind to double it for you, and you just...
A to B.
Yeah, it's just as if... She's interesting. Okay, we only got another little bit, so we're going to go from B to C real quick.
I heard him say we have a minute.
Yeah, we have a minute. So now, let's get some numbness going here real quick because we don't have a lot of time. So it's just as if I'm using an ice cube right here.
Cold.
Oh, it's really cold. So as soon as you now double it and move it over here. Okay, it's colder. Move it over here, double it. Double it. Double it. She's good. Double it. Keep doubling it. Back and forth. Back and forth. Okay, now you know I'm working here, and nothing's going to bother or disturb you in any way. Now she will feel that. She knows I'm working there, right? You can open your eyes. Just come on out. Now, look at that nice little pinch mark there. Now,
it didn't feel like that.
No. And that's just in that little bit of time. So that's about all I can show you, but I'm going to have...
Our mind is incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ines.
Anyone
Wow.
can phone me at my office, and I'm going to give an information session.
Yeah, and it's
or a
up
free
on our
consult.
banner.
Yeah.
Yep, that's excellent. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Well, thank
I'm
you
very
so much.
relaxed. And we have to pass to Matt. Go, Matt. Matt's hypnotized now too. Yeah, that's amazing.
All right.
Thank you.
Whoa, whoa.
What just happened?
That was pretty effective. Wow. It's 2014. Anyways, well, welcome back to the show here on Shy TV. I'm with our with our musical guest, BJ Estes. BJ, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Matt.
Now, a little truth actually about when we first met was actually at a music competition here in Nanaimo. This man right here was the victor. So tell us a little about the name of that and what happened in that event.
It was called the Island Rock Idol. I believe it was in 2011, right?
The good old days.
Correct,
yeah.
the good old days. Just a collection of competitors from all over the island, different singers, and we basically over a course of weeks competed and got down to, they chiseled it down to about, I think, 8 competitors maybe on the last night, and yeah, it was fun, a lot of fun, really great brand to play with, and yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Again, for anyone who, for a real simplified version, it was sort of karaoke with a live band, and so part of it was also being a great stage performer as well, which you did a wonderful job, and so again, that's where I've first taken you, and now I've seen you're playing all sorts of rounds. So tell us a little about your music, how you got started as a singer-songwriter.
Yeah, it's really cool because when I was basically this Sunday, I'm playing at the Kids Help phone event on Sunday at the Country Club Mall, and it's basically for kids who are bullied and things like that you know have problems at home that need somewhere to call. So when I was a kid, I kind of got bullied, didn't really have many friends, and that's when I started playing guitar. Just basically 6 to 8 hours a day as a little kid because that's really all I could kind of turn to. So I'm really stoked to be doing that this Sunday and be a part of that and kind of give back to the community in that area. And yeah, no, it's great. There's hope for everybody to come through, and yeah.
Absolutely. Now I know you're a busy professional, I've got this right, so you work as a realtor, as well as insurance.
Yeah, life insurance broker.
Insurance broker as well, and you have a young family.
Yeah, I do.
So it's you have young daughters, correct?
Yeah, I have a wife married 8 years. Her name's Ruth, and my daughter's name is Lyric.
So with a name like that, then, and knowing what
she better be able to sing.
Exactly. Yeah, music being so good in your life, are you gonna? Do you think you're gonna encourage her to go into music?
Yeah, she's around it a lot, so she's already starting singing. So she's almost 3 this next month.
Nice, right on. Well, again, you talked about sort of how music really sort of pulled you out of depths. To anyone who might be younger watching right now, how would you sort of encourage them to get into music, or do you think that could work for anyone? Sort of.
I think it's great for anyone to just try and work on a craft and get good at something, but it's definitely it's a distraction and it's creative. Some people like to draw as purging, I guess, and just honing something, you know, that gives them something they enjoy. They can be creative and just produce something that's awesome. And I think it gives you value. You start to see that you can actually do something no matter what people are saying. You can kind of come through that. So that's what it was for me, along with my faith and just that's kind of what got me through when I was younger. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so do you actually, a lot of the songs you write sort of reflect those experiences you went through?
there's kind of a gospel theme in it all, and just the things that I've come through, and hope and love, and just, you know, fruits of the Spirit, I guess.
Absolutely. Nice.
Biblical reference. But
is there one particular place of worship in Nanaimo that
we go to Oceanside. Me and my wife actually help oversee the music there. It's at the Christian school in Jinglepot, so we're there kind of involved in the music pretty much every Sunday. But that's where we.
Nice. So be a musical director.
Musical
directors, I guess.
Yeah,
for the family,
on top of everything else.
Yeah. So what sort of music program comes out of the church there? Is it
we
group singing, bands?
Yeah, we do a full band. We're kind of the rock and roll church in town, along with a few others. But basically, just that. We've done a live at the J. We used to run out of the church there for local artists. People from all over town have come and been a part of that. So
perfect. All right, so we gotta get back to one more song, just real quickly again. The show you're playing on Sunday for the Kids Help Phone. Where's that?
I'm also playing on Friday night at Landlubber, and Friday at Acme, and Saturday at Landlubber, and Sundays at Country Club Mall.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. Well, once again, BJ, thank you so much for coming on the show. And the next song is Angels, I do believe.
Angels, yeah.
All right, Angels. BJ Estes here, live on the show on Shaw TV.
It's a secret place where angels flock and sing, dancing in your care, blossoming in spring. Oh, did you see it? Did you taste it, my friend? It's a free-for-all, it's with you in the end. All across the water, far as you can see, yeah. Love is all around us, always beckoning, yeah. People always waiting, oh, no matter where they're from. Say it's just around the corner, oh, but it never seems to come. Oh. Did you see it? Did you taste it, my friend? It's a free-for-all, it's with you in the end. All across the water, far as you can see, yeah. Love is all around us, always beckoning, yeah. All across the water, far as you can see, yeah. Oh, love is all around us, always beckoning. It's right here. right here now. Oh, right here now. Yeah, it's right here now. Right here now. Oh, it's right here now. It's right here now. Yeah. All across the water, far as you can see, yeah. Love is all around us, always beckoning, yeah. It's a secret place where angels flock and sing, dancing in your hair, blossoming in spring. Oh, did you see it? Did you taste it, my friend? It's a free-for-all. It's with you in the end.
That's BJ Estes, local talent on display as well as you can ever expect to see it. My guest right now, and we have a very heavy load to go through, is
Careful on the heavy.
Ron Hopper, the man with the tie for all seasons. We're going to talk about Empire Days. That's coming up starting on May 11th and going for 9 days, and there's a very busy schedule. So tell us what happens on Saturday, May 11th, and we'll start.
This is the 146th anniversary of Empire Days in Nanaimo, the celebration of Queen Victoria's birthday that started with the miners and has proceeded right through to today, and we're very proud of our record. We had a competition with New Westminster at one point to see who was the oldest, and we found out that our documentation beat theirs, so we were happy about that. We have a heritage tea sponsored by the Eastern Star on Saturday, the 11th of May, and this is sort of in a memorial for Muriel McKay Ross. She started this, or at least was the mainstay of the heritage tea, and unfortunately she passed away this year, but we're going to continue with the tradition and keep going with that event. So. And
that's at St. Paul's Church Hall from 1 to 3 o'clock on Saturday, May the 11th.
That's correct.
And then on the following Monday, the proclamation of flag raising. What's going to happen there?
We have the two May parties. The current May party and the incoming May party will be down at Pioneer Plaza at noon. With the mayor, the city of Nanaimo has recognized the Empire Day Society and proclaimed the week of May the 19th to the, 12th to the 19th as Empire Day week in Nanaimo, and they do that every year. So we'll be raising our Empire Day flag on the plaza there at that point.
And then on Thursday, it's the crowning ceremony. And then on Friday is when things really start heating up. HMCS Nanaimo and the May Queen crowning and all that goes on.
That's right. Our school this year is Seaview School in Lanceville, and we have a great party, May party from Seaview School, and the principal is so supportive out there. It's amazing. Everybody's welcome. It's a free event. There'll be entertainment, and the Nanaimo Concert Band will be there. There'll be all kinds of entertainment, as well as the pageant of the May Queen receiving her crown for the next year from the current May party.
And then we're going to go into gun firing, which is a big thing in Nanaimo with the...
The cannon will be fired on Saturday by the May party. That's always a great event, and there'll be lots of pictures taken, I'm sure, at that event. The May party does many things on the Saturday. A lot of them not too formal. They go to the Military Museum, they go to the Nanaimo District Museum. They explain the history of the Empire Day Society in Nanaimo at these locations and their affiliation with the Legions and what have you.
I knew we were going to run out of time, so let's jump right on to
Sunday.
Sunday
Is a fantastic day. They're going to start with a Kinsman pancake breakfast on the Diana Krall Plaza. Of course, St. Paul's Anglican Church have their annual hot dog sale, and I hear the bishop is coming up from Victoria to cook the hot dogs. Something new this year, the Bastion Running Club is going to resurrect the Bastion Mile. It's a running race that occurs right before our parade on Sunday at 12:45.
They're dinging the bell behind me, so
okay.
We're going to wind it all up with fireworks on Sunday night.
Fireworks are resurrected this year, and it's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
They will set them off from the fishing pier as per usual, and it's going to be a wonderful weekend.
Thank you very much for coming in. We'll all look forward to seeing that.
Thanks, Murph.
Now, something's going on outside the studio. I think Lorraine is getting ready for Bike to Work Week.
What a beautiful evening. My guest this evening is Deborah Beck. I don't know where she is, but she's here to talk to me this evening about Bike to Work Week, which is coming up at the end of May. Oh, here she is.
Lorraine.
Speaking of biking to work, hi Deborah, welcome.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm getting all ready for our Bike to Work Week.
Yes, you are.
Working out, getting on my bike, working out that bum.
And when is Bike to Work Week?
Well, it's at the end of May. It's the last week in May, May 27th to June 2nd. And it's a time when we try and encourage new cyclists or existing cyclists to get out on their bikes and try and use this as a means of commuting as opposed to the car. A cheaper, a funner, a healthier way of commuting. And like, look at this weather.
I know.
Who wouldn't want to be on their bike?
I know, it's fabulous. Where'd you get the cool t-shirt?
Do you love that?
I love it.
These are our Bike to Work Week t-shirts. And if you put together a team of more than 2 or 3, you can actually get, if you're the team captain, you can get a t-shirt or you can purchase one. But they're fun. Aren't they great?
It's fabulous. Now I understand you've got something else tucked in that t-shirt.
Well, if I happen to get lost and don't know the best bike route around, we have these handy dandy, cool little maps that have the best bike routes in Nanaimo. How cool is that? One side is all of our bike routes, and the other side is a transit map. So if I get tired biking up those really big hills, I can stop and get on a bus.
I like that part.
Isn't that awesome?
There's some pretty big hills in Nanaimo.
There are. But we make it a little bit easier to get on your bike. We have great trails. The ENN Trail is fabulous, so you don't have to be in the traffic on the highway. The Parkway Trail right now is beautiful, so if you haven't been out there, the trees are in full bloom, and it's actually absolutely beautiful, beautiful place to ride. A little hilly, but it's beautiful.
Now you've also got some events coming up before Bike to Work Week.
Yes.
Tell me about some of those.
So we're trying something new this year. We're actually going to do some community rides. The first one is Tuesday night down out at the Northtown Center, out at the Starbucks at Chapters. We're going to do a North End ride, about 10 kilometers out through the North End. And then May 24th, right before our Bike to Work Week, we're doing a big commuter challenge and then a community ride through the South End.
So what's a commuter challenge?
Well, our commuter challenge, and they're so much fun, they are a race between a bike and a car. And we have 2 sets, one going from Brooks Landing and one going from VIU. We have 2 cars and a number of different bikes. The mayor has been involved, Ralph Nielsen, the president of VIU, has been involved. We've got a few counselors involved. Doug Routley is going to be hopefully involved again this year. And Peter from Velo, Alan from Slow Spokes. It's just a really fun event. And it all happens down at Diana Krall Plaza. Big event, and then we'll head off on our bikes and hit the south end of town, check out the community. And then our Bike to Work Week, I know we're going to run out of time soon. During the week, we have celebration stations. At all of our bike stores, we've got celebration stations daily. So you want to hit those celebration stations to get your name in for a draw. And then we have different locations throughout the city that you want to go and hit. We have amazing draws this year. We have a 2013 Kona Dew bike from Oak Bay Cycles. We have bread, a loaf of bread a week for a year from Cobb's Breads. And that will all take place at our wrap-up barbecue on the last Friday, on the 31st.
So for more information, just give us the website,
www.biketowork.ca/Nanaimo.
Awesome. Thank you for being here, and thank you for that all that information. And now I guess you're just going to bike home.
I'm heading home.
Okay.
Enjoy the rest of your day, Lorraine.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good night,
Hi,
Deborah.
guys.
Oh!
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Matt.
I got a couple stokers. Oops, I didn't see that there. All right, thanks so much. Enjoy the bike ride home.
Good night.
Thanks, Deborah. All right, good stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for getting the segment on Bike to Work Week there. A very valuable thing, and we do hope that some folks do trade in their BMWs for their BMXs.
Oh,
for
good one.
See what I did there?
He's
Exactly.
good.
You know,
Very
bikes are also very great because they don't require specialized fossil fuels, not oil nor coal. And you don't have to buy one at a chain store. I'm gonna get out of here before Lorraine throws back in the water. Come on, yeah, let's go inside. All right, you know, I actually have to get a new bike myself. Actually, I'll tell you the story here. I was actually, hey Bob, how's it going?
All right.
Good. Anyway, so I was driving there, and this guy in the truck actually rode over my bike. I couldn't believe it. And this guy did not smell like a rose petal at all, but he did have a bit of a cool handlebar mustache. So I kind of looked at him in the eye, and I said really angrily to him after he drove over my bike, "Cycle killer? Qu'est-ce que c'est?" All right, I got a bit of a laugh over there. Now, I knew I should have stayed off the roads, though, because I do get a bit nervous whenever I'm biking around cycle paths. All right, well, this show has been really good, but I think we're coming to the end of the show. So before we bunny hop our way out of here, we do must thank Dodds Furniture for their support, as well for Country Grocer for feeding our crew. You actually find us on Facebook. We got some photo albums and stuff from each show on facebook.com/The Show on Shaw. You can also check out previous episodes of the show on YouTube. And also, if you have any show ideas or want to be featured here on the show, do contact our 26-year-old producer, Melissa Hall, at melissa.hall@sjrb.ca. She had her 26th birthday just 2 months ago. All right, so let's end off the show now with one more song from BJ Estes. This one's called My Offering. Thank you so much for watching the show right here, Shaw TV.
Cloud by day, a fire by night, a fearsome nation put to flight. The hand of God will still remain when all comes crashing down in pain. A holy fire consumes all dross. My heart is satisfied in loss. A simple truth for trying times. The Father's ways, they are not mine. Heart unchanged by circumstance, I would get a second chance. Give the things you call unclean. This is my offering. Line. It seems that I've been wasting time, a life consumed by selfish gain, a prideful needle in my vein, a search for something I can't buy, so picture perfect to my eye. I've grown for something I can't see. It's time for me to be set free. Heart unchanged by circumstance, I would get a second chance. Give the things you call unclean. This is my offering. By circumstance, I would get a second chance. Give the things you call unclean. This is my offering.
Dodds Furniture's The Show is brought to you by Dodds Furniture and Mattress.